everyone, we are group 2 and there are 5 members in our group. And today we will discuss about 5 exercises. So the first one we will discuss about the exercise 11 speaking in page 61. So firstly, I will tell you my opinions. Well, in the first question, I think that people don't seem to be satisfied with the amount of money they have. Well, although some people can earn a lot of money, I think some young people in my city still want to make more money by, they also try to have another job like shipping. And the second, I think that people have a good balance between work and their free time. Because I can see that a lot of people enjoy just traveling or pursuing their hobbies. And and the third question, I think that well, uh, in my city, children and adults are satisfied with the education system here. Many English centers and tutor classes with excellent teachers are available, so they can broaden their knowledge easily. However, some students may find it difficult to wake up early and study for long hours at school. Uh, and the and next, I think that well, in my city, there are various kinds of food that people always try out, and they also pay attention to the food we eat. And many of us like eating rice, soup, noodle, or vegetables, and I think that's pretty healthy. Um, we are also fond of foreign food like pizza and bubble tea, but I have to admit that nowadays, because of the fast pace of life, many people have to choose junk food, which is usually not healthy. And finally, I think that people usually take part in cultural activities. Some activities like in spring when there is Tet holiday, people usually go to temples or visit pagodas to pray for better year. Yeah. So how about you, Jia?
Um, I will answer the question about myself. Like for me, I think that I feel satisfied with the money I have. Like I have enough money for like education, food, or something like clothes, as well as kind of entertainment, like visiting many places or going to cinema or shopping or something like that. Um, when it comes to question two, uh, I think that my study take a lot of time because you know that I have a lot of deadline to finish and also have a lot of examination. As a result, I have little time to unwind after finishing study. And because of this, sometimes I suffer from many stress and strain. The question three, happy are satisfied with their education. So I think that I am completely satisfied with the education I get because you know that I am equipped with a lot of knowledge to broaden my horizon. And also there are some soft skills I will be taught by a lot of teachers. So I think that that of them will be useful for my work in the future. And the question fries, uh, what kind of food our food is and is healthy or not. So I think that's because I live with my parents, so I have a good diet like a variety of vegetable or fruits or something like meal, fish. And the question seven, how often I participate in cultural activity. So to be honest, I'm not willing to taking part in cultural activity. So I don't spend time for them. And I often focus on my study and entertainment, like listening to music, watching video on social media, or sometimes chatting with my friend through the Facebook or Instagram or something like that. Uh, anyone have any idea? Tutor? Yeah, is my point of view. I think with the question one, few people will feel satisfied with the amount of money they have because the more slowly is developing, the more human needs are. Human needs never stop, so we often feel like we don't have enough money. And with the next question, I think it's hard for people to balance work and free time because if you watch the news on VTV1, they also say that today young people are under a lot of pressure with their work and they're afraid of both Saturday and Sunday because they also have to work hard at the weekend. And the question three, uh, Vietnamese education is gradually improving to match the development of society, but I think students are getting tired of constantly having to change textbook. Yeah. And with the question five, I think almost everyone is nutritious meals, but some people choose fast food and I think it's very unhealthy. We can eat fast food sometimes because it delicious, but we shouldn't eat often. And the last question, question seven, I think people often participate in cultural activities and they are very proud of the cultural period of Vietnam. So when there is a cultural activity, you can see a lot of people participating. And what about you, Phương?
Uh, the question,
Phương?
okay. The question one. Um, uh, I think a resource so that is certainly difficult to be truly happy if you live in poverty. If you are always hungry or cold, or living in unsafe surrounding, or always or someone give money, happiness can be elusive. So below a certain income level, poor people are in fact less happy and less satisfied with their life than most of us. Uh, the question two is I think people I think people have a good balance between work and free time because if you consciously organize and enjoy your free time, the satisfaction and mood rise automatically. You go to work refreshed and in a good mood, and seeing private matter have enough space in your free time. You can fully concentrate on your job during working hours, and this automatically make you motivated and productive, which in turn leads to better performance and positive feedback. The question three, um, is I think depending on where you live and what your values are, either or what can be true. The relationship between education and happiness is multi-phase and complex. Education can have both a direct effect on overall happiness and an indirect one through the social and financial benefits it affords. The effect can also be both positive and negative, or depend on choice and position in life. The question five, the kind of food do people eat is right. Rice is served almost every meal, even breakfast, and in some rural areas. On the other hand, we also eat lots of meat, such as geese, ducks, chickens, and pork, along with eels and eggs, which provide additional protein. Beef and seafood are only used on special occasions, such as a wedding or festival. In my opinion, Vietnamese food is one of the most healthy and tasty one all in the world. Vietnamese cuisine with its ingredient with lots of vegetable, vitamins, protein, lipids, and so on, because they are a variety of food and vegetable in this tropical country, especially in northern Vietnam with four distinct seasons. And uh, the question seven is people participate in cultural activities. Um, I think as many 200 and 270 representatives from various ethnic groups will take part in various activities each year. What about you, Queen?
For me, the question number one. Nowadays, I think no one feels satisfied with the amount of money they have because people today have very high needs. When they achieve a certain size, they then want to achieve even greater thing like that. And the question number two, nowadays, I think people often don't have a balance between work and free time. They often tend to prioritize work over free time because they think working will have them earn more income and meet all their needs in life. However, I think people should have a balance between work and free time. The question number three, people can feel happy with the education they receive through the following factor. Uh, the first factor is personal development opportunities. A good education provides opportunity for everyone to develop and discover their own potential. This can include providing academic support, soft skill training, and encourage creativity. Moreover, the other factor is development of knowledge and skill. People feel happy when they can receive the knowledge and skill needed to succeed in life. A quality education provides students with both knowledge and preparation for the future. And the question number five, the types of food people eat can vary greatly, and whether it is considered healthy or not depends various factors such as specific food choice, portion size, cooking methods, and overall dietary patterns. Um, and the question number seven, the frequency of people participating in cultural activity can vary greatly depending on individual references available of cultural events and the cultural context of a particular region or community. That is my question.
Thank you for your opinion. Now we will move to another part about reading, and I will summarize the reading in here. You can see in the picture. So the passage discussed about adolescents, people who are from 15 years old. So there are some stereotypical behavior like not wanting to communicate with their parents and tend to do some silly, dangerous things or constantly chatting in social medias. And people find that there is a high tendency of sensation seeking, which is a positive thing, not really being impulsive. So adolescents usually do this thing because it will help them to get something they want, and it also expand the world for them. And another thing that people think is really important is that friendship. Yeah, friendship can create novelty and variety, and also they can invest in the future. And so we can summarize that the characteristics of adolescence are excitement, novelty, and risk and company of peers. So that we can see that they are the most adaptable human beings around. And that's my opinion. Uh, how about you, Thủ Tâm?
Mm, yeah. Uh, in my opinion, I see three keywords in this essay. The first is stereotypical, such as stereotypical behavior of teenagers, such as uh, not communicating with parents, doing silly things, or chatting to friends on social media. And the second is sensation seeking. It means the hunt for experiences that are unusual or unexpected. And the last one is another characteristic. Um, they, they prefer to company of people their own age. And I see the writer mentioned characteristic of motivation and expression, like excitement, novelty, grief, and the company. And he advised adults to celebrate this because this make teenagers quite possibly the most adaptable human being around. And it's my opinion. What about you, Jaza? I will discuss about some characteristics about teenager minds. So, as you can see in the screen, there are three means about characteristics about adolescent. The first one is that teenager not want they don't want to communicate with parent or adult in general. And the second characteristic is that teenager they often do silly or insulting. And the last characteristic is that teenager they often chat with their friend on social media. Um, there are also some child behavior that teenagers often tend to do, like they want to have sensation seeking, including excitement or risk. And this can help them have a wider cycle of friends and will make them have more happier or more successful life. And another behavior is that the teenager they often tend to prefer the company of people their own age, so that they can build relationship with them because they share a common future. What about you, Euclid?
Um, the main idea of this reading is the teenage mind. Adolescence is the most difficult period in human development. During this stage, there will be a number of prioritized churches as well as thoughts of the teenager. Firstly, it is the priority of college towards the company. Friends bring more novelty and variety than family member. Investing in your future and building relationship with colleague is important. Uh, react, uh, reacts, react strongly when not getting along with friends or being included from social group. The second is identification and risk acceptance. Teens value the reward of achieving what they want more than the risk involved. And finally is the sensation seeking. They crazy, unusual or unexpected experience. Uh, how about feeling?
Um, this uh this reading is about the teenager show. Uh, Adolescence is a small difficult stage in human development, and during this period, there will be a number of things, such as whereas thoughts of adolescence. First is the priority of college for the company. A friend brings more new and diverting things. Family members um, investing in job future and building relationship with coworker is vital. And strong reaction to not getting along with friends or being excluded from social group. And the second are risk identification and risk perception. Teen values the reward of getting what they want more than the risk involved. And finally, there is feeling seeking, and they decide to unusual or the ordinary experience.
Okay, so now we'll move to the exercise 10, page 62. So firstly, I will talk about the early middle age. Well, about About this stage, I think that people from 40 years old will have the positive aspects like they don't have to live with their parents because they probably own a house, so they may find it relaxed and they will become more mature since they have life experience, perhaps a good marriage with children. They are also financially secured with a good standard of living, a career, and maybe some money to travel. However, there are still some negative aspects like they have to take care of their children's career and marriage, so it's really stressful. It's also a hard time since they age with symptoms on skin and gray hair starts to appear and there may be some serious problems with the hair like frequent mood swings, anxiety, divorce may happen and they have to face the death of close people. And well, I think that attitudes will change at this stage. They will enjoy life because there will be more time to pursue their hobbies and they will have to dedicate a lot of time to fitness and nutrition. And about friendships, they will keep the good friends and get rid of the bad ones. They know that time is extremely valuable and wasting it on drama isn't worth it. So, how about you, New Queen?
Uh, um, in my opinion, the question one is the positive of child is that child shape our future through positive experiences like learning, creativity, joy, social skill, resilience, value, and emotional development. A nurturing environment is crucial for children's well-being, and the negative aspect of childhood can include abuse, uh, poverty, exposure to violence, mental health issues, low self-esteem, social exclusion, and educational challenges, which can have a long-term impact on a person's well-being and success. And uh, my answer for question number two, uh, yes, a good attitude towards various aspects of life, such as friendship, money, and health. Um, It can change at different state of life. This is because different life experience, responsibilities, and challenges can shape our perspective and belief over time. Um, number, question number three. This is my answer. How about you, Tazan?
Um, I would just a way to say, that people have less emotional volatility and a better understanding of relationship, and also they have figure out strictly to for different situation. But when they get older, they often suffer from health problem. So requiring older people to spend more time and money on medical problem than other people. And for me, um, I think that adolescent would be a great time in our life because I mean that in this day we will have more freedom than children, but less responsibility than adult. So we can discover the world and can experience with different lifestyle, fashion, and hobby. What about you, Dom?
Um, uh, with adolescent, I think they have positive energy, are always active, enthusiastic, and they can confidently do what they like. However, sometimes they are too active, so they will be impulsive and not responsible for themselves and those around them. And with the question two, I think just because the older we get, the more careful we become, and especially about our own person as well as the relationship around us. And we will have different worries. For example, when we are children, we worry about getting bad grades, and when we grow up, we worry about money or not being able to find love. Uh, what about you?
To it. Um, this step, there are the positive and negative aspects. And the negative is physical function will gradually decline and physical condition will worsen. And even its person vitality will decrease. Um, humans are very vulnerable. Besides the negative effects, midlife crisis still had positive aspects in life. One study found that the more people who experience a crisis, the more likely they were to interact with others. And they even think that this is a memorable period and need to happen in their life. I think early childhood was the best stage of my life because I was carefree, had zero responsibility, didn't have to worry about studying, and my parents were always there to care for me. I had many neighborhood friends, and I have happy memory of playing all day with them.
Okay, so now we will complete another exercise. It's exercise 6 on page 64. So anyone has any opinions about supporting the proposal?
Uh, I think I agree with this point of view because nowadays public libraries and public swimming pools are less used, and there are times when there are very few people there. If we replace it with a shopping center or private gym, people will have more choices for entertainment and sport. Yeah.
And anyone who wants to oppose this argument?
Um, in my opinion, I agree with the idea of replacing the swimming pool into a shopping center for the following reason. The first reason is economic benefits. New shopping mall and private gyms can bring more revenue to the area. They can also create new employment opportunities which can benefit to the local economy. This Marvel, the reason why I agree with this idea is changing community needs. Community needs may have changed in the library as swimming pool were built. They may not use this facility as much. Uh, Future other forms of entertainment. This is how about you, Razan?
Mm, yeah, for me, I think that I will agree with this proposal because you know that people do not get you very often. So I think that replace them with a new shopping center or a fitness club will be a good choice because another reason is new revenues will attract a lot of people because nowadays people are really into going shopping and they tend to go often to fitness club to improve their health or stay in shape. Anyone have any idea?
Okay, so we will complete the final exercise. There are 5 questions here. So firstly, to them, what are some of the benefits and challenges of development for your country?
I think developed countries just make people lives better, but make the environment more polluted. And people are more dependent on the virtual world on social network. Yeah, it's my answer.
And New Queen, can you describe? Okay, so Phương Linh, can you describe a new development in the area where you live?
One of the most exciting new development in my area, in the area where I live, is a large-scale park renovation project has been underway for the past year. The park in question has been a feature of the community for decades, but in recent years it had fallen into a state of disrepair and neglect. Local government recognized the importance of the park to the community and decided to undertake a complete renovation to bring it back to its former glory.
Yeah, so, and the third question, Zhang, do you think attitudes change at different stages of life, like friendships or money, health?
Um, for me, when it comes to relationship, I think that young people tend to build strong relationship with other people if they can, while older people only focus on quality relationship. They want to have true friends, and when they get older, they often pay a lot of attention to their health because in this day, people may suffer from some health problem compared to adolescent.
I see. So, how about you, New Queen? What common types of behavior do teenagers in share?
In my opinion, there are lots of jobs influence in my country. The first is peer influence. Teens often see acceptance and validation from their peers, leading to behavior influenced by their social circle. The second is effect of social media use. Teens are often active users of social media platforms, using them to connect with friends, share experience, and seek validation, and ultimately is influenced by academic pressure. Many adolescents experience academic pressure and may exhibit behaviors such as studying hard, participating in uh, many activities, and it is important to know that this behavior can vary by individual and are influenced by a variety of factors.
Okay. So I will answer the final question. Well, five factors that influence my personal development are my environment, like at school or at home. Secondly, is my parents and my teachers. They all enable me to understand my strengths or my weakness. The third is that, well, some lesson from the past. I have been through a lot of, like challenges, so they can help me to understand myself and so I can gain some valuable experience. The fourth is that some advice that I gained from my grandparents. They are really wise and I can really understand about my life and what I should do and what I shouldn't. And I think the most important factors is my fellow. I understand that not everyone is perfect, and we can all just fail in sometimes in our life, and that makes me stronger. And I need to improve myself and deal with my fears. Yeah, so that's the end of our discussion. Thank you for your listening.